Good afternoon. The Mossos d'Esquadra are investigating as a terrorist attack the events that occurred this morning at a police station in Cornellà de Llobregat, and the Audiència Nacional has already taken responsibility. According to the police version, a man tried to kill an officer with a knife and the police shot him. Let's go to Cornellà. Marta Planelles, all this happened early this morning. Yes, it was at 6:45 this morning when an individual went to Cornellà police station, which is what I've got behind me, and rang the interphone insistently, saying that he wanted to ask a question. When the Mossos opened, he attacked the officer with a big knife, and they couldn't do anything other than shoot him. At the moment, the Mossos don't want to say how many shots were fired, where he was shot, and what kind of physical contact there was. What was very clear in the press conference, and Superintendent Rafael Comas was in no doubt about describing these events as a terrorist attack, because he says the attacker had a clear and premeditated homicidal design. It's a serious case that has meant that since the early hours of the morning, the chief of the Mossos, Andrea Martinez, the regional chief, Miquel Esquius, and the acting head of the Southern Metropolitan Area, Carles Enfrons, have all transferred to the police station. An investigation has been opened, and they're looking for all kinds of evidence and information. And at 5:30 this afternoon, at Les Corts police station, there will be an anti-terrorist coordination cabinet. The Mossos have asked the local police in Catalonia, as well as the security forces of the state, to have self-protection measures ready, because there might be copycats at other police stations in Catalonia. At 6:45 in the morning, the young man rang the interphone of the Mossos d'Esquadra in Cornellà, saying he wanted to ask a question. According to the Mossos, once they opened the door, he threw himself in a premeditated way to kill the officer who was going to assist him while making reference to Allah. He launched himself with a knife of considerable dimensions, and the officer, in order to avoid physical injury and in order to save his own life, used his firearm, provoking the death of this individual. The 29-year-old man, born in Algeria, lived close to the police station. As far as is known, because he had his documents with him, he didn't have a criminal record, even though the full identification using fingerprints has still to be done. And with the information from the autopsy and the searches that have been done at his home, they hope to find out what his motives were. At the moment, both the Audiència Nacional, which has taken responsibility for the investigation, and the Mossos are treating it as a terrorist attack. I think that perhaps there hadn't been an exhaustive analysis, but the desire to kill the officer for our force was clearly premeditated. For this reason, we have asked all the police in the country to implement the self-protection measures until we've analysed all the information that has come out of this investigation. Both the officer and the duty sergeant at the time have received psychological attention, even though the post-traumatic effect can appear in a few weeks. This afternoon, the Anti-Terrorist Coordination Cabinet will meet in order to start to analyse the first results of the investigation. And now the Mossos have started the raid on the apartment of the attacker who was shot. Roger Rivera, what details have we got? Well, the large operation and police cordon continues around the building where the apartment of the suspect is. We're dealing with Carrer Garraf number 5 in Cornellà de Llobregat. Here the Mossos have the whole area cordoned off, and we've seen that the special intervention group of the Mossos d'Esquadra have just entered inside the building a little while ago. We have seen how 8 or 9 officers were armed with long rifles, bulletproof vests and a shield because of the possibility that there might be some kind of explosion. Now it seems that the special intervention group of the Mossos has come out, and we think that the judicial investigators are now inside. So now the area is secured, this raid is beginning. The importance of this is that this is where the person has lived for the last 2 years with a woman of Spanish origin. He is Algerian and is 29 years old, and according to some neighbours, since his wife met him, she changed her appearance and began dressing in Muslim clothes and converted to the Muslim religion. Now we are waiting to see what will happen here on an afternoon, which according to the residents who were inside and have been made to leave, they can't come back to until 5 or 6 when the raid is over.